What's up, my people? You are now tuned in to another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena here at the Homeless Empire where the gladiators roam. And today's subject matter can be about nothing else but the fact that we are in the last 30 seconds of the final hour, bear witnessing to biblical events. Oh, yes. Yes. Bear witnessing to biblical events. So let's talk about it. Because I'm not a prophet. No, I'm just a vessel of God. So I must spread the message to make the masses understand the current times that we are living in. Because what you have to understand is that the current time that we are living in is a whole different phase of life. This is what you have to understand. It's like, for example, today I'm sitting out chilling like I usually do. So this white man is begging. He's all of these white people are jogging and they all they I'm out in Baltimore now, as you can see. You can see their little monuments or whatever. And I'm down by the pier and all these white people are jogging, trying to exercise and doing their thing. And the white man was begging everybody for $1, right? So he finally got to me, and I gave him a little something, even though, no, but it's for the blessings. And even though, try to get more, even though I'm in the same boat as he was, I'm in the homeless empire too. But he was basically saying to me, why is it so hard to get $1 right now? Because usually when these white people see a white man begging, they usually give him money by the droves. So he's telling me, he's saying, damn. I said, yo, listen, man, the world is fucked up right now. These niggas ain't giving out no money, man. So let me make you understand something. You see all of these white people that's jogging around here? Do you see these people? 85% of them have lost their jobs. And they are living in expensive condominiums. They are living in expensive apartments. And they don't even know how they gonna pay their rent. They still sitting up waiting for the money that the government said that they was gonna send them, that they ain't gonna ever see. This is why you gotta understand why these niggas ain't giving out no money. Not because they don't want to give you no money, because they can't. They trying to hold on to the money that they had saved up when they had their jobs. They gotta pinch pennies now, like I do. So I'm trying to explain it to this white man, but he's not understanding. I give him $1. You know what he says to me? Can you give me another dollar? Oh my goodness, this is how pathological they are. He says, "Can you give me another dollar? I just need $1 more, man." And I just look at him like, Man, go ahead. Spread your hustle, man. Keep it moving, man. And this is the reason why their system is going to crumble. It's crumbling as we speak. And like I told you in my previous videos, I'm not crying no crocodile tears, because if you could see in this video right here where I'm laying in my position, I'm keeping it 100 with the world. I don't care about no chicks or none of that shit. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'm a vessel of God. Real talk. I'm a vessel of God. This is where I'm laying, in the streets. Okay? So why would I cry crocodile tears for these niggas when these are the very same people for over 400 years who have burnt my people, maimed us, humiliated us, have done everything in their power to degrade us to the lowest form of life. Yeah, they have been the bane of my very existence throughout my whole life. And for me to see this moment right here, it lets me know that God exists. Real talk. Real talk. And you know why I gave the white man $1? Because when you know that somebody is your enemy, that's the hardest person to give money to do anything for. So in order to keep my blessings, I had to humble myself. In order to get my blessings, I had to humble myself. I'm out here in the streets just like he is in the homeless empire. But I was trying to explain to him that everybody you see jogging around here and acting like life is going to be beautiful, they have lost their jobs. They've lost their jobs. And right now, in front of me, they was just trying to put on a facade. After they seen my little video, they was trying to put on a facade. Yeah. That's all they was trying to do. See, but when you possess those magic glasses, when God give you those magic glasses, you see right through that like it's glass. You'll see right through their facade. Trust me. And just like I'm laying here in this position right here, I'll be waiting here when they lose their shit to welcome them to the homeless empire. A lot of niggas didn't understand why I named it the homeless empire when I first started out. I named it that because I possessed the magic glasses and I seen this moment coming. And I know that soon a lot of people are going to be trying to kill me for this very spot that I'm laying in. True story. They are going to be trying to kill me for this very same spot that I'm laying in. Yes. And I'm going to be here to welcome them to the homeless empire. How could you even be subservient? I asked a lot of black people that, how could you sit up and and just be subservient to a people who have burned you, maimed you, called you niggers, broke down your family structure, did everything in their power to degrade you every day of your life? And every time you accepted their apologies, they turned around and killed another one of your people. And every time you turn around, they stuck another knife in your back. How could you even cry any type of crocodile tears for these people, man? You think, it's all about the biblical events. We have to stick to the script here because that's what's being played out. And they are the main stars of the movie. because these are the people who these are the devils, who take on the image of the beast. This is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with them. A very pathological people and who have to be punished by God. They have to be punished by God. From all of the people that they raped, killed, they ran around the world killing people, man. Nations of people. Committing heinous acts of genocide. Yeah. All these white supremacist niggas who call you niggas every day. You see these niggas rolling around here. Yeah. And they don't see the thing about it is this is the reason why you see a lot of them sit up in their houses. Not because they want to social distance from each other. They're not paying that no mind. Not because they want to social distance. They sitting up in their houses because they are financially embarrassed. Real talk. White people don't take to poverty well at all. But they know that's what's coming. They know that's what's coming. Real talk. They are going to be humbled because they don't like to submit to God. So God knows that due to the fact that they are going to choose to submit unwillingly, they are going to be the main stars of the movie. You're going to see a bunch of these niggas jumping off of roofs, killing themselves because they don't take to poverty well, man. You're going to see all type of signs on the sidewalk saying, yo, watch your head, man. People might be jumping off the roof today. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to be so many of them going to be jumping off the roof that they're going to fall on other people and kill them. So they're going to have to put signs on the sidewalks. Real talk. This is what's coming, man. And not months down the road, not years down the road. We're talking about within weeks. Within weeks. I was watching them today. They were talking to each other saying, oh, we'll be back up and running in about by the end of the summer, won't we? They asking each other that. I'm looking at these fools like, you more delusional than the black people. I mean, I know they're delusional because they can't do nothing but hope that everything comes back into order. Yeah, they're gonna pump a bunch of trillions of dollars into quantitative easing into the stock market exchange, and they're gonna come back, say, yo, we're back, my nigga, we're back. And then all of a sudden you're gonna see the stock market just start tumbling again. Woo! Deep into the abyss. There ain't gonna be no bottom to that, man. There is no bottom to that. We're talking about $25 trillion in debt and rising. Did you not think that the bubble was not going to burst? Or did you think that the bubble was not going to burst? You can't put off the inevitable. If you go out robbing people every day of your life, it's only inevitable that one day you're going to go to jail. The same thing with these people. You cannot put off the inevitable, man. If you go around doing evil and being wicked every day to keep your system up and running, then guess what? One day God is going to bring that karma back around to you in a major way. And this is how he does it. He throw the disease out there, and then he'll throw them in a catch-22 situation. He say, I know you ain't gonna fire everybody. No. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put you in the catch-22 situation. If you want to keep on working, you want to open up shop, okay, go ahead. But you'll die doing it. Everybody who worked for you will die doing it. So it make them say, okay, we're gonna close our stuff down, man. We ain't got no choice. So how long do you think they can stay closed down? The whole system, because they losing billions and billions of dollars every day. Let's do the mathematics here. How long do you think they can stay shut down? Not even for 2 months, man. Because if they stay shut down for 2 months, there is no recuperate. There is no recuperating from that. There's no coming back from it, especially with the debt that they are already in. Understand what I'm saying. So you have to understand, through the mathematics, you got well over 10 million people who are filing for unemployment. Now they sitting up in their houses, they waiting for this money to come through. And I guarantee you only like 2 million, like about 1 or 2 million might get get 1 or 2 checks. Because we're talking about 10 million people here who has to get at least $385 a week. Okay? 10 million people. Do you actually think the government is going to give these niggas that shit every week faithfully? Come on, man. Let's be realist about this, man. Let's assess the situation closely. Let's do the mathematics. I'm not talking about all of the ignorant people who don't know how to who don't know about math. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm talking about academics, but I'm really talking about physics. But I'm really talking about how to think geometrically. Okay? Let's talk mathematics. Let's assess the situation, man. You still got store owners talking about they ain't see no money yet. These niggas are crying by the droves. Yo, I didn't get my loan, but they ain't approved. Nigga, you ain't getting no loan. You might see a few white people get that shit, but yo, it's not a lot of them. They gonna give most of that shit to white people, man. And a lot of them are not gonna get it. Serious. They are totally delusional right now. If you think they are going to get anything, a lot of you niggas who think y'all gonna see $1,200 checks, like they gassed you up and said that you was gonna get, you don't hold your breath, man, because a bunch of niggas ain't seeing that. They took that $2 trillion that the U.S. Treasury gave them, and them niggas split that up, and they off and running, and they gonna try to get some more. This is what they do, man. They spend their time sticking up the national treasure. We talking about greedy ass white people here, man. Greedy ass white people. This is why their system is going to crumble, man. They trying to stall the masses. They trying to keep these niggas hooked on their illusion until they take that money and they move out to Iowa and go below ground to their little bunkers, inside their little $1 billion bunkers. I know y'all seen them hotels that they got built underground, that look like 5-star hotels, but they bunkers. Oh yeah, they got a bunch of those. They think they gonna run below ground and cheat death. That ain't gonna happen at all. Because like God said in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran, he said, when my wrath comes, they won't even be expecting it, man. It's just like I told this white lady one time. I said, you didn't expect to see this coming in your lifetime, did you? She said, yeah, I expected it. I said, you're a liar. Because God already told me. He said, when my wrath comes, they will be disputing amongst each other with no time to make it home to their families. Real talk. Real talk. But back to the essence of the conversation. Do you actually think, on a moment's notice, that a bunch of these people are going to receive unemployment, man? This is why I'm sitting back watching the show and I'm laughing, because I'm saying the same niggas that was putting on the Illuminati puppet show today, the same crackers, they gonna be out here in the streets in a few weeks, man. In a few weeks, I give them 4 weeks to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, and they will be out here on the streets in the homeless empire with me. This is why I'm keeping it 100 with you. This is why I'm showing you where I'm laying. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to my baby girl, Khadijah. I want to seriously apologize to my baby girl, Khadijah and Nadia, for for the embarrassment that they have to face when I show these videos. But don't be embarrassed, because trust me, God, God got my back. God has your back. And he's gonna show you how he does your enemies, man. How he does my enemies. For all of the humiliation that I had to endure, that my people had to endure. For all the stuff that they did to us, man, they're gonna pay for it. For all of the stuff that they did to the people all over the world, to Iraq, to China, to everybody that they went around killing and raping, they gotta, when they get in the next life, they are going to be spiritually and morally bankrupt. They have no account in the hereafter. They got to get dropped off straight into the hellfire. This is why they trying to go so hard to keep their system of white supremacy going, because they know once this ends, it's not only going to be hell on earth for them, it's going to be the hellfire when they get to the next life. And this is what I'm trying to tell you every time I make one of these videos, because the subject matter can never change, because the times are not going to change. We are in a critical time right now. The beginning of the test of time. A test that's going to be beyond your wildest nightmares. Real talk. People sitting around in a delusional state of mind saying, no, they're gonna open up shop again. No, they are not. You can't give a disease a timeline. The disease gives you the timeline. Real talk. Oh yeah, there's gonna be people that's gonna survive. That's gonna survive it, yes. Plenty of people are gonna survive it, but there's gonna be millions that dies from God's wrath, man. Serious. And if you think I'm sitting up here making this video because this is something that I wish for, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, man. But as I told you a few minutes ago, we are bear witnessing to biblical events. There is no weapon against God's wrath, man. These niggas could work out, they could jog, they could pump weights, they could do whatever they want to. But there is no weapon against God. When he tells you to submit, that's the only thing you can do. And when you choose to submit unwillingly, you are going to be punished. You do not want to get on God's bad side, as these people have. These people and their followers, a bunch of house nigga, subservient ass niggas who let the white man corrupt them and turn them into evil people. Yeah. So they gotta pay right along with the white man. This is why you see when you go in the workplace and you see these niggas still hanging on with delusional mind states. This is why they hanging on, because they know, come on man, they sold out. They already sold out, so they ain't nothing they could do now. But like I said, man, this is a time where you all are supposed to be educating your youth of what's to come. You have to tell them the truth. You have to stop lying to them and tell them the very truth. I don't care how old they are, man, because they are the ones who are going to inherit the times that's going to come in the future. And the future is not a bright one. Serious, man. You already see that there's no more school. A bunch of these niggas done went to college for 4 and 5 years, and now they sitting up in their houses and can't even use their degrees. Now you got little kids, your youth is sitting up in the house with idle mind states, man, and don't understand what's going on. where you have depended on a white man to educate them all their lives. So my question to a bunch of you black people, my black people, is what are you going to teach them now? How are you going to educate them now? This is the time when you start giving them real education. You might think that I'm talking about academics. I'm not talking about academics. I'm talking about knowledge of self. Let them know who they really are, because we are the chosen people of God. This is why they try to paint the picture in your mind that Jesus was going to come back as a white man. And this is why they painted the picture in everybody's mind to make them hate everything black. Yeah. Because when Jesus comes back as a black man, these niggas are going to be on the wrong team. This is why God is sending him back with the sword. Because God's intellect runs on 70 million different levels, and we couldn't even begin to grasp what that is. So he knows what state of mind that these fake ass Christians are going to be in. They might be sincere in their intention, saying, Jesus, I love Jesus, but they have been indoctrinated to believe that Jesus is going to come back as a white man. So just understand, just imagine when he comes back as a black man, these niggas are going to be flipping out, trying to protect the false Messiah. He's trying to come to kill our Messiah. Talking about the false Messiah. They're going to be protecting the false Messiah against Jesus. So Jesus is going to have to kill these niggas. Real talk. See, you got to understand this is why you have to educate your youth, because you have to make them understand what team that they should be on when this happens, man. Because a lot of people, it's just like Malcolm X once said. He said, be careful of what type of media you listen to, whether it be the news, whether it be social media, or whether it be somebody whispering in your ear, because it can have you hating the oppressed and loving those who are doing the oppressing. Understand what I'm saying, man. Because we are bear witnessing to biblical events. Just go outside and take a look around, man. Ain't nothing moving. When God shuts it down, it's shut down. And ain't nothing these white people can do to open it back up. Because God put them in the catch-22 situation. He said, if you want to work, go ahead. But you'll die. You're going to have to die over that. Yeah. This is why everybody's dying. They got people dying by thousands of people dying a day around here. You know why? Because these niggas were so delusional that they didn't even pay the warnings no mind when they came on and say, yo, put on some masks, we're in the pandemic. When the news came on, these niggas was like, man, they just playing, man. Ain't no pandemic. So they mingled around each other for so long that they wouldn't even put on no mask or nothing. So I guarantee you, when they really come out because they're going to come out with mandatory testing. They are going to come out with mandatory testing, and when they start testing everybody, you're going to see that damn near the whole world has it. But like I said, some people, there's going to be people that survive it. I know I already got it. I've shown symptoms. I have shown symptoms. I had diarrhea at one time. That was one of the symptoms. I lost my sense of smell, and I still don't have that back. I lost my sense of touch, and I'm getting that back slowly but surely. But you have to understand, man. But I know I'm going to survive it because I'm one of God's vessels. I know how to, because God has given me the magic glasses and shown me how to maneuver and get around it, man. Nah. The righteous is not going to die from it. We're just going to suffer a little bit. Trust me. But everybody's going to suffer in this day and time, man. And the next phase this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let me explain that to you. This is just the beginning stages where people are still people are waking up. You got a lot of people that's waking up as they starting to put on the mask, but the mask is a very large illusion. Because like I said, they already mingled amongst each other. And they've already given it to each other, man. Real talk. They reacted way too late. I'm walking around and I'm looking at people, man. A few weeks ago, I'm looking at people, they mingle amongst each other. You know, I mean, I've always been the type that's been antisocial. And I had to ask myself, I said, damn, whoever said that it was no upside to being antisocial? Real talk. But nevertheless, man, you have to understand that it's time to choose if you're going to be on team God or if you're going to be on the devil's team, man. You see how it's going to end for them, man. You already see how it's going to end. I mean, they're going to come back because they got to introduce the Antichrist. We got to go through World War III because that's what's going to be next. Because like I said, white people are very pathological and they are not going out without a bang. So you could believe they're going to start a war. We got to go through that. And that's going to be nuclear holocaust. And then they're going to introduce the Antichrist. I'm telling you the order that it's going to come in. And the Antichrist is going to rule over the earth for that 7 years. Understand what I'm telling you. Understand what I'm telling you, man. And then God is going to send Jesus with the sword. And this is why you have to educate your children about what's to come, because you don't want them to be on the wrong team going against the real Jesus, trying to protect the false Messiah. So with that being said, you have watched another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena, and I am your host and lyrical genius, Black Titanium. And remember one thing, if you can't remember two, never fear the one who can lead you to the hellfire, but fear the one who can put you in it and leave you there. And with that being said, I want to say one more time to my baby girl,